Alright, what's up, guys? Senta here, and I saw the movie Scarlet in theaters, and it's an animated film. I watched Belle. It was the previous movie. I think the director that made it. Yeah, so this video is gonna contain a little bit of spoilers or my thoughts, the philosophy of it, or yeah, and like the meaning to be human or the meaning of death. And I'm gonna do my best to remember what I saw and yeah, give my thoughts and review of the movie. If you could hit the like button, and thanks for watching. Still, yeah, just hit the like button. All right, so let's get into the video right now. So Scarlet takes place in a kingdom in the 16th century, I think it said, and the kingdom is called Denmark. Scarlet is the princess of the king's. I think his name was Alter, and he has a brother named Claudius, and I don't know his wife's name, Alter's wife's name. Yeah, so his brother becomes jealous of Alter. I'm just gonna call him Altair, and probably got his name wrong, but yeah, he seems to be a pacifist um, king, and he loves his daughter named Scarlet, and you get to see him spending time with his daughter most of the time. His wife doesn't like what she sees, so doesn't like him being happy. Um, so she tries to get into some sort of affair uh, with Claudius, his brother, and there was some sort of politics going on with the neighboring kingdoms, and he wants power. So those two, Claudius and the woman, work together, and they rused up a plan that that uh, put the kingdom into treason, inspiring to do something bad to the kingdom itself, Denmark. Uh, so he goes into execution to the gallows, and at present, like Scarlett's two uncles were Valman, and the other one is Cornelius. So Scarlet witnesses her father get executed to understand, but she doesn't hear what he says, what he pleads, but what he was saying. But she got she swore revenge on Claudius. Oh, and Scarlet likes to draw when she was a kid. Drew her father in the portrait. Her mother rips up the drawing, and so there's some relationship. I don't know what. Yeah, something distasteful. Yeah. So she wants revenge. She's been training in the knives. She witnessed the corruption of Claudius, taking family members away from their children and joining the army or executing them. I don't remember, but yeah. But this makes Scarlet even more bitter. So she trains in combat with the knife and like got really good at it. So there was a party um that was planned out, or one time the party gathering uh she came up with the plan to poison um Claudius within the party. um Claudius actually had a plan to get rid of Alter through poison. uh his ex-wife married Claudius. Okay, so yeah. And then the plan failed, um as he acted like he was getting sleepy when he took the poisoned liquid that he drank. But he pretended he was asleep, but it took effect when on Scarlet as she drank the poison instead. Uh she starts to pass out and it takes effect on her. She ends up in the other world. I think it was called the other world. And she was driven by revenge. And she fights warriors. She ends up in this other place where there are other people living their lives in the other world. What do I see? It's like this desert place. There's like rocks. I don't know. Like it's all rocky. How to explain it? But yeah. In a place that life and death are coexist at the same time. I know it says that at the start of the movie. Of the other world. So, when people die in the other world, they become nothingness. And there's um this elder lady that always says, why do people fight? Why do people still do what they do, if even though they have the second chance of living in the other world, they will still do the same stuff. So Scarlet grabs swords that are from the dead. I guess these are stuff that come to the afterlife. it makes me think, I would say, what is death a dream? Yeah, I was thinking of that. Like, death is a dream. It even says the word dream in the movie, or a manifestation of whatever it is. Um, so, like, each, there are eras that you're learning from. Like, I got the thinking of you're learning from the dead or talking to the dead. Or who do you trust, the dead or the living? You can learn from the dead, but and you can learn the mistakes from the living, or you're learning the mistakes from the dead and learning from the living. But you're talking to people from different eras through the future. You're talking to people from the present, and you're talking to people from the past. I think. Yeah, that's how it is. Um, because a person from the future is going to talk to someone from the past, but you're learning from the past through history. But you're but from someone from the past shapes the future. That's what I'm getting. That was just in my head. Yeah. So she fights off the people that are ruling Denmark. She's the princess, and she comes across a person, a paramedic named Hijiri, and he his purpose is to help people and take care of people. All he did, all his life. I forgot. It was asked. Scarlet asked, "Why do you help people?" And yeah, or why does he becomes a paramedic? Um, I'm gonna say, like, so from the 15th century, I mean 16th century, Scarlet is talking to someone in present time, 20 AD. I mean 2000 AD, the 21st century. So, hmm. I thought about the dragon. I'll get into what the dragon I think, but I'm talking about the past and present and the two characters. Uh, so they come across people that are traveling, and what's their goal? I can't remember, but the elder lady was talking about was talking about um the internal land, or is it eternity land? I think it was the land of eternal or something like that, and how to get there to go back to the other world. So she just gives them a path. I don't remember if they even interact. Like, yeah, Yeah, I don't know. I think she's just a symbol or a character symbol. Okay, so they come across like traders, a caravan on camels, and I was thinking of the Silk Road, but I don't know. Um, and then all of a sudden, the caravan is being attacked by bandits on horseback. Hijimi, um, Hijimi, uh, goes to and negotiate or tells everyone to stop attacking. The elder lady says, "Why do people still attack even upon death? They will still make what gives them purpose or what they still do even in death. They will still do their what they've been always doing." Yeah. So that happens. He gets knocked out and well, yeah, he doesn't get knocked out. He just gets their goods been stolen. The caravan, for sticking up to them, the caravan leader or whatever invited them to hang out in their oasis. The people over there did not trust the two of them, and they start to adapt their culture and their living. He says that if anyone's hurt, he will treat their wounds. That's what Hijimi does. And then you start to learn their culture or where they're from. They start dancing into like this hula dance through music. Um, maybe what I got was like the soul makes the body move, the spirit. So yeah. They play instruments. Yeah, so in the other world, you still could get nightmares. So like I'm still saying like it is a dream. Uh so it's like a dream within a dream. Um the nightmare of Scarlet, what she was getting was what was she was going down into the ocean, the depths of the abyss, swimming downwards. I don't know if that was what I saw, if I can remember, but there was a coffin that she wants to go save her father. Oh yeah, they do meet. The elder lady that's narrating. Well, she doesn't narrate. She's like she's like a symbol of something that I just can't grasp. But her goal was to save her father from the other world. But she already said that your father already turned into nothingness and he's not of the world already. But somehow Claudius is in the same world somehow. That's something I don't get. But how do they know that the other world exists? You know what I'm That's what I don't. It's something I don't get in the movie. Like you will have to be dead to know it exists, right? But somehow they're there. Oh, I think it reveals it at the end of the movie. I know that's a spoiler, but now I thought about it, it makes sense, or it doesn't. But I understand the plot there. But yeah, I'm gonna keep going on the topic. The nightmare was that these two beings that you just don't see understand. Sometimes in a dream you just have random people, or are they random at all? Uh, they told her that what you're looking for is yourself. All you see in the coffin is your shadow. What does a shadow represent? Yeah, I wonder. So she wakes up. Hmm, yeah. So he meets his uncle, Valdemar. I'm still wondering. Um, Excuse the pause. I was thinking of how Claudius is still in the other world, or how he got there. But the ending did not make sense of how he's there, but it does and doesn't. But if I explain that part where if how he's there, it's just obvious, and it's a spoiler of the end of the movie. I probably already spoiled it, but yeah, I'm trying not to spoil it. So they meet his uncle Volman. I don't. Yeah, that's. I know it starts with a V and the word man in it. His name. Yeah, yeah. But he says But the weird thing is, he how does he know that Scarlet is in the other world? That's the weird part. Or his henchman knows that's Scarlet. Oh well, he first encountered one of her uncles. What is Cornelius? No, it was Voltman. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So like she encounters Scarlet again, but this time he has gunpowder. Yeah, the caravan. I don't know if they were traveling with the caravan people. Like, so people know about this elusive place called the Eternal Land. It's depicted that goes up high. I think that's heaven. Its depiction maybe. I mean, even quotes heaven and hell. It says like heaven's depicted like a cloud of water, vast blue, clear skies or whatever. I know I heard that in other movies, but I think it says the same thing in this movie. What I remember. So she fights off Volman. He has gunpowder, and everyone's like, "That's gunpowder," but it shouldn't. Or I'm not quite sure. Well, because the future knows what it is. But Scarlet doesn't know, or did they? Here, that's where I'm confused. Did Voltman know about using guns in the future? This is another place I don't understand. But what's going on? But they fight Hajime Hirji. I forgot his damn name. It takes a bullet from him. No. He was about to get shot, but Scarlet jumps in and she takes a bullet from her left arm? Was it her left arm? As she turns her back and tries to get shot in the back, but it hits like her left arm from the behind. So she treats the wound. And then she wakes up during the campfire. And he starts singing a song he made up in his time. And he passes it down by singing. And somehow Scarlet travels through time through the parallel universe while looking at the campfire. The campfire, when I was thinking about that, like, does fire represent a portal to like a wormhole of time or something? Is the element? I don't know. But yeah, they started singing about the heart, like, tell me what the heart is for love or something like that. Will you color my heart with love or something? It's the song, and they start dancing. And then, yeah. Then she comes back to the reality. And then she wakes up as Hijimi, holding her, saying that I remember, or wait, yeah, like I traveled through time or something. He says that was not him, though. Another thing I don't understand, but yeah. Then Claudius, Claudius sends in Cornelius. I forgot how they met up, but they're in. He tells. I don't know if Scarlet was about to kill Cornelius, but he starts to tell the truth that her father wanted them to forgive. So Alter's wife even quotes that, like, so Alter has everything, but Claudius has nothing. And I thought about like he who has everything he who forgives gets everything, and he who gets greedy perishes. Yeah, some spiritual warfare going on there. But it shows it like in the movie. So yeah. What happens next? So Scarlet meets this little girl and wants to wants to be just like Scarlet, to make a world a better place where people don't have to kill each other or something like that. There's a dragon in the movie. Um, so this dragon has a lot of swords sticking out of it in his body, but it takes away people's lives through lightning. And yeah, maybe he's the guardian to the tower. I mean, not the tower, the gate. I think it was just called the Great Gate to get into the Eternal Land. But yeah. Um I think there's a parallel that I just thought about just now. Claudius in the other world is fighting for death, while Scarlet is fighting for life, for her life, to get back into the living. But she says time and time again she wants to be nothing. Yeah. So that's the parallel. That's the two parallels. One's fighting for death, one's fighting for life? Question mark? Yeah. Let's talk about how she's riding on horseback fighting one of her uncles. But yeah, so she has a change of heart through talk to her uncles because like his father wanted her to forgive. Yeah, so then he sends in another two friend of his henchmen. Uh I forgot their names, but they're like jesters. They act like jesters. Um so Hijiri, yeah, I think his name is Hijiri. Hijiri. I think I said it right. He uses a bow and arrow. Bow and arrow to take out one of the jesters, and they become nothingness. Uh, Scarlet cuts her hair off. I think that part's really cool. This movie's like worth watching a second time, but it's really limited in theaters. So yeah. What else? What else do I remember? Somehow, well, the jesters found Scarlet by taking a little girl hostage. It was that same girl that wanted to be just like Scarlet, so she came to rescue her. And yeah, so they end up in this mountain. Here's where I just forget. Oh, and a volcano erupts and kills a lot of people. I don't understand that part. So they come up to this peak. Uh, if you ever saw Your Name, it's like when Take and Mitsuha meet together. It's like that mountain circle. I'm referencing another movie, but yeah, I'm just gonna say like, but it's like these rocky mountains. So um, that's when Hijiri killed one of the jesters. I'm gonna call them jesters. They remind me of Zorn and Thorn from Final Fantasy IX, but I'm just using that as an example if you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so it takes out one of them. I don't know what happens to the other one. I think the other one gets electrocuted by lightning. I don't remember, but that's his fate. Oh yeah, her two uncles come and like switch sides after getting beaten up and stuff by failing to um kill to make Scarlet into nothingness. And yeah, but they save both of them. And then the stairwell um appears to go to the gates, the great gates, or to the eternal land. And then he meets Claudius at the gate as he prays for his life to get back to the next world. Hmm. Yeah, so that's his motive. He wants to live, and he begs for forgiveness to the to his wife. But Scarlet is there ready to kill a revenge. But doing so would be the same as no different, I think. I don't know. Um yeah, I feel like I'm completely missing the point here. I don't know. It's just in your words, what is death like? What is death and what is life? Interesting movie. I really paid attention. Well, I just don't know how to explain what I remember and what I don't remember, and it's like this movie has really deep meaning. Yeah, going back to the fire camp, I thought about like this thing called twin flames, but or a soulmate or what I don't know whatever they're talking about, but yeah, what it, I'm talking about. Um, yeah, so he was about to take Claudius's life, and then she like does a 180 and says, "I forgive you." He turns around and spits in her face, be like, "The God will ever what you want is to live and keep living forever," or something like that. Uh, yeah, but he gets struck by lightning from the dragon, and that dragon also turns into nothingness. And she finds out that she's actually alive. Hijima, Hijimi, I forgot his name again. Hijiri, yeah, it's Hijiri. Uh, he remembers that he was actually dead. Gives me the question that do you know if you're dead? They actually don't know if they're dead. It's interesting. They don't know if they're dead in the other world, but they're still moving. They're still learning. They're still doing the same things. That's why. So, like, he couldn't go with Scarlet. I don't know. I know I didn't even talk about the movie's about Scarlet, and I'm like completely forgot what Scarlet going through. I know it's revenge. She's fueled by revenge. And she learns that forgiving gets her to the next place. Forgiving gets her the thing she really wanted. Is a place where there's no fighting or killing. A place like that sounds like paradise. And that could be just like heaven. That's what I'm getting from the message. So they separated and went back to she goes back to the world of living. And for the spoilers is that Nicholas actually dies. Is dead actually. But she wakes up from a coma. Then she becomes the new queen of Denmark Kingdom. Oh yeah, so just the kid drops like a coin, and one of the soldiers knows that that coin is from Denmark or the relic. And yeah. So she crowns to be new queen, and the people say the same stuff. They're like, will we be oppressed by an dictatorship, or will we be free, or whatever? And they ask her a question. Then they start. The clown says, the crowd's like, yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, that's gonna work. So they actually start laughing a little, or in a good way, yes. And then she sings a song. I don't know if that was already in the movie, or is it new, or I heard that before, you know? And then that's the end of the movie. The music's really good. And yeah. So I think death is a dream that shapes the reality that's internally. Somehow you wake up either way in the movie, or not in the movie, but yeah, what I'm saying. So yeah, that is the plot, and I really enjoyed it. Like, I was really paying attention to the movie and stuff. And I mentioned his other works was like Belle, and that's about virtual reality. And yeah, so yeah, I think I would really want to watch Scarlet again. But yeah, there's like a really deep meaning. Oh, and when I watched Belle, I watched the movie 3 times. That's how I like the movie. But yeah, I try to understand it. So Scarlet, it's like one of those same movies that I would really want to watch again. And yeah, so all right, so that's it for this video, and please leave a like and subscribe if you can. All right, see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.